Hello, everybody. Um, I gotta fix my camera first of all. Okay, so I just wanted to come on here quick and go over my March Young Living Essential Rewards order, and also talk a little bit about make and take classes, planning them, and how to do it, make it easier for you. So first of all, for my March order, it was the 100 PV. So I got the free orange vitality with it, which is good. Orange is always good. And I also bought another 15 ml of orange. I love orange in my wet jet. I use it with my thieves cleaner to clean my floors. My laundry soap, I put it in my water. I love it diffused. I did orange and cedarwood. Oh my lord, it smells so good. I also did orange and patchouli, and that smells very good. So there's a lot of good usage for orange. A lot really good with cleaning, even in your thieves cleaner is really good. I got 2 cedar woods. As I just said, I love cedarwood too. It's so good and so relaxing at night when you're sleeping and stuff. I like to do cedarwood and release. Are my favorites right now for sleep. And then I got another lemon. Lemon is basically good for everything. Cleaning, laundry, in your water. Lemon lime in the diffuser is very refreshing. Nice smell all day. Just an overall great oil to have on hand. Another restock I got was the Animal Sense ointment. My husband swears by this stuff. He says that it helps with his dry skin. He has like some of that eczema, I think it is, like in his elbow, in the crease of his elbows and the crease of his knees and stuff. Oh, here comes Grizz. And he swears that this stuff is the only thing that has helped with the itchiness. So he puts it all over. That feels weird in there. That's like, oh, there. Wow, that's weird. It all came out. But it does get soft at room temperature. Will you stop that, Grizz? This month's new to me Young Living product is the Wolfberry Eye Cream. I've been wanting to get this the last couple months, and it's been out of stock. I have heard nothing but great things about this product. Will you stop that, Grizz? Stop. He scratches the rug. Grizz, stop. Anyways, I've heard nothing but good things about this product. Grizz, stop. God. My friend said lay down. Lay down. My friends that have this and that use it, will you stop? Come here, Doofy. Come here, Doofy. Come say hi to everybody. Come here. Who's here? Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Say hello, everybody. And let me put it down so you can see him. Here he is. The big old Oafy Doofus. Doofus. All right. Anyways, back to business here. So the Wolfberry Eye Cream, they told me that it's almost got the same effects of like if you get like Botox injections, I guess. Of course, it doesn't last because it will wash off or wear off. But they say to rub just a teeny tiny bit, like under your eyes. You can see I got like these lines and bags and stuff under my eyes. And I guess it like tightens up your skin. So you look, you don't have so much wrinkles and stuff. And you only need a little tiny bit. This is a little pricey. I think it was like 40, I want to say $45 or $47. And it's a small jar. It's 0.5 ounce. So it's not even an ounce. So, but it smells good. It smells really good. Oh God, yeah, it smells good. So I can't wait to try this. It says the directions say after cleansing and toning in the evening, massage gently into soft skin around the eyes. So I'm going to start using this today. I'm going to try it out for 2 weeks. See how it goes. See if there's any difference in it. I know nothing works right away. So, But it looks like there's some writing underneath here. I'm kind of curious to see what it says under there. I don't know if I can rip it back or not. Oh, wait, here we go. Yeah. Oh, here we go. The ingredients. Ooh. I'm going to read you the ingredients in here. My God. What is all in here? So I'm going to name the oils that are in here. There's olive oil. Well, there's barley, wolfberry seed oil. That's why it's called wolfberry eye cream, I'm assuming. Lavender, avocado oil, jojoba seed oil, kukui seed oil. I don't know what that is. Mango, rose hip, sweet almond oil, witch hazel, sandalwood, coriander, Roman chamomile, frankincense, shea butter, geranium, bergamot, cucumber fruit extract, horse chestnut, green tea, citric and sodium hydroxide. Oh, cool. So that tells you everything in here. What's all in this cream? That's pretty neat. So I'm really excited to try this. My camera's going out of whack on this stupid thing. No, it's even worse. There we go. Okay, so that's my order for this month. I generally have been doing right around the 200 PV, or not, I'm sorry, not 200. The 100 PV. What is wrong with this thing? It's going goofy on me now. So anyways, the next thing I want to talk to you about is planning make and take classes. So when you plan the make and take classes with your oils, there's a few things I've learned in the last 2 years that I've been doing it. And most recently I learned don't invite people. Don't invite anybody, because then they kind of feel, if they are your friends, they feel kind of obligated to say, yes, I'm going to come. And then at the last minute, something suddenly comes up and they can't make it. And it kind of can put a drift between you and that friend. So the way that we've done it this last time is we posted right on our own personal Facebook page, not on any oil groups or anything like that, invited anybody that wanted to come. This is what it is. This is the time. This is for how long. This is what we're doing. If you want an invite, message me. And we got like 20 invites to come. So, and I think it worked out better that way, because I think we had like 15 people here. So, I mean, there's always a few that aren't going to come, that say they will and then they don't. But we actually had a better turnout than we've had the last few times by actually inviting people. So I would suggest, and not only that, if you do it with just a regular open thing for people to invite themselves or ask for an invite on your Facebook, then you may get some people that aren't members that say, oh, that's pretty cool. I might want to try that or see what it is, or anything, or even just come. I don't even want to make anything, just see this stuff, for their own eyes. I wish this thing would stay focused. There we go. So that's the one thing that I have learned most recently about make and takes and what to do and what not to do is to don't invite people, let them ask for an invite. Then nobody feels obligated to come, and there's no hard feelings. So the next thing is you want to plan it. So you want to plan at least, I would say, a month in advance. You don't want to go a couple weeks. People already have plans. They're not going to come on a short notice. So you want to plan in advance to do this stuff. God, I wish I could get this thing straight here. My camera had dog here on it. So plan at least a month ahead. Post it on your personal Facebook page, what you're going to do, when it is, and all that. Let people, ask for invites. and go from there. You want to plan. I also noticed another thing is you don't want to plan just like 2 or 3 things. You want to make enough stuff to make people want to come, to make it worth their time and their money to come. In the past, we've done like 2 or 3 products to make, and our outcome was not good at all. Not good at all. We had just maybe 1 person or 2 people show up. It's not worth people's time to come here for 2 things to sit here, you know. So this last time we had 6 items for you to make. And what we also did was we made up these sheets. So we made up these sheets that says each thing that we were making, the cost of each thing, and check it off if you want to make it, and then your total, and then you paid us before you went and made the products. This works out very well. People, I mean, for one, I was doing this class with 2 other people, so we wouldn't have had no idea whose money was whose, what, you know, who made what stuff. So this is the best way for us to do this. Not only that, we can go back and look and see on here what people like the most to make. And what they liked the most was mouthwash, deodorant, and shampoo was the main things that they really liked to make. That was the most out of all of these. So this is our stack from yesterday of the people that all came. So this is a very good idea. And then not only that, you have paperwork to see how much each person made if you're doing it in a group class. And it's just something to kind of help you look back and see what, kind of get an idea what people are interested in. And also to keep track of how much money you're making, because sometimes you kind of don't really pay attention, you know, and you just put it somewhere and then that's it. That's happened to me a lot. So this way we knew how much we each made. So a good checkoff list to make when you're having a make and take class. Next thing, when you do get your class set up, what you're going to make, and you tell everybody, okay, we're making X, 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 and X, you know, I like to do at least 6 things now. I think 6 is the best. For one, if you're in the business and you want to make some money, I mean, making 2 things for $10, you ain't going to make much money. I mean, if that's what you're after, you need to make, if you want to make back what you're spending on supplies and everything else, you have to have enough things for people to make. So then next comes you need to get your supplies. So by putting it out at least a month in advance, you have a deadline. So say you have a deadline 2 weeks before. You want to have a deadline at least 2 weeks before so you have enough time to get all your supplies. If you need to order more oils from Young Living and that, you want to give yourself enough time to be able to get your order in. So 2 weeks would be the cutoff time. I always order a little bit extra supplies because there's always some people that on last minute say, oh, can I come? You know, yes, you can come. You know, I never say, no, you can't. We always figure out a way. So anyways, so you get your Young Living order in to get the rest of your oils and whatever you need from Young Living. Then you need to get on Amazon or wherever you're ordering your bottles or tubes or whatever, spray bottles, whatever you need. And most people have Amazon Prime, which is awesome. You pay like, I don't even know what it is anymore, $80 a year or something like that. And you can do as many orders as you want throughout the year for free shipping. And I do a lot of orders. I was just figuring mine out from last year, just from my classes. This is all of my my Amazon orders for supplies for my classes from last year. Like there was like 1 to 2 every single month. So, and it was like over $600 and some altogether. So that's what it cost me in a year to do my classes, and I do a class every month. I did make pretty well over that in return. So it's working out. It's worth my while to do these classes. So like I said, now you need to get on Amazon and order your bottles and stuff. And if you have, say, 20 people say they're going to come to your class, I would always order another set, like 10 more. Because you never know if, like I said, there's going to be people at the last minute say, oh, can I come? Even though you did have a deadline, you have a general idea of how many people are going to come. And I mean, you're always going to use the supplies. It's like you can use it at your next class for whatever you have, or 2 months from now when you have another class where you're making someone a spray bottle, you have those bottles already. So it doesn't, really cost it's not like a loss, really, I would say. All right. Next up, fix the camera again. Next up is how to figure out how to charge for things. So what I do is I have a book here. Oops. It's my folder. And what I did is I printed out the Young Living price per drop sheets. And there's quite a few of them. Every Young Living oil they have price per drop. So if I'm making something like, let's say my, where's my thing here? Okay, so yesterday we made mouthwash, or we'll do toothpaste. So the toothpaste, this is what everybody got to take home, and then there was a deodorant recipe on the back. So they get to take it home and make it at home. So they can't say, oh, I liked it, but I don't remember how we made it. You got the recipe right here. So that was 1 drop of tea tree. So tea tree is what? Let's see. Tea tree is 12 cents per drop. So that's 12 cents right there. And then it was 2 to 3 drops peppermint. I'm pretty sure most people put in 3 drops. So I do the higher. So peppermint is 10 cents each. So 30 cents for that. So there's 42 cents right there. So then you figure out your price per drop of your oils, because you don't want to rip people off. You don't charge them too much, but you don't want to rip yourself off either, because you're paying for all these supplies and products for people to use. And some people that are new to oils don't have these oils and stuff. So they want to make it and see how they like it. And then they'll go home and order them, for themselves so they can make it themselves. So the price per drop sheet, you want to have that so you know how much your oils are. Then you have other supplies like coconut oil and baking soda and, distilled water or, whatever other things you need. Now that can be a little tricky with figuring out how much. Like for my toothpaste, it's 2.5 tablespoons of coconut oil, a tablespoon of baking soda, 3.5 tablespoons of magnesium calcium powder. I would just add $1 to it. So then you also have to figure out the price of your bottles. Now I always get glass bottles. I do not put any of my oil stuff in plastic ever. So I always use glass, and they're a little bit more expensive. So I would charge maybe $2 to $3 for that bottle. So then you figure $3 for the bottle, another $1 for the coconut oil, the baking soda, and that, and then for the oils that you put in there, figure another $1, whatever, $5 for a jar of toothpaste. That's not bad, and then it can go up from there. So like the mouthwash, you need 10 drops of the antibacterial blend. Now, the antibacterial blend has a ton of oils in it. And I mixed it up myself. I found the recipe for it. And I mixed it up myself. And this is it. It's 40 drops of clove, 35 lemon, 20 cinnamon bark, 15 eucalyptus radiata, and 10 rosemary. And I quadrupled this recipe so there was enough. So it's up to here. If I would have just done it once, it'd probably be like way the hell down here. So that's another thing I had to figure in with the mouthwash. So I charged a couple dollars each for this because you needed 10 drops. So that's, right there, that's at least $4 or $5, I would say. And then you have your peppermint oil. Your frankincense is expensive, spearmint, and then baking soda, sea salt, and distilled water in the bottle. So that one was $10. So that's how you can kind of figure out. And people also understand that this is homemade, chemical free. It's not going to the store and paying $2 for a tube of toothpaste, that is full of chemicals and all that stuff. Where this, you're making it homemade and there's no chemicals in it whatsoever. It's healthier for your body. So with that being said, that's how you need to figure out how you're going to charge. And you want to figure that out before everybody says they want an invite. Because if everybody says, yeah, invite me, and then you post, well, I'm going to charge $20 for this and $20 that, people are like, oh God, no, I'm not paying that much for that. There's no way I can do that. you want to keep it realistic too. And you want people to come back to your make and takes also, because if they end up spending, $50, $60 at a make and take, they're like, well, I can't afford to do that every month. I'm not going to come back again. So that's why we also give people, that's where this comes in too, this checkoff list the option of what they want to make. Ours altogether yesterday, if they did everything, was $40. They made 6 things. So it was up to them. They can make one, they can make them all, they can make two, they can make two of one, or however they wanted to do it. It was up to them. There's no pressure to make everything. That's another good thing, that you want to make sure that people don't feel pressure that they have to do everything, that they have to do this and they have to do that, because then they just won't come. So I hope that helped everybody out, give you a little bit of information on planning make and take classes and stuff. It is a lot to, get ready for that, and a little hectic, making sure you have all the supplies. And I go over it 3-4 times, before we have everything. I usually make my products one time at least before I do have the class, to make sure that they do turn out well. You don't want to make something and have them take it home and it turns out like crap, So you want to make sure what you're making is really something that people can use. And also, we always have like a little buffet of food and stuff like that. We always have drinks and whatever. We have water and soda too, but if anybody wants to have a drink, we always have that. So if anybody has any questions on Young Living Make and Takes, how to become a member, or anything like that, you can comment below or message me, and I will get back to you, and I will help you in any way I can. If you want copies of these make and take sign up sheets and stuff, I can get that to you too. So I hope everybody has a great day. Goodbye.